So why so many people? Why is there such a gap between the bottom and the top? Why is there such a gap? And why is that gap created like that?
I'm gonna be honest. I think you should answer that question. You asked it because I don't know the answer.
I think first of all, it's always gonna be like that because that's what makes society.
Right.
And the way the way the United States is run, it has to run off people. It has to be a 1% and it has to be a 99%.
Right.
It has to be a working class.
Mhm.
There's no middle. I don't believe there's a middle class. I don't believe there ever was, because the falsehood of a middle class, right? Say you're making $100,000 a year, right? Let's just say six figures, right?
Mhm.
Most of those people is 1 or 2 checks away from being broke.
That's only like $60,000 a year after taxes, anyway.
Most of those people is one. If you could tell what situation if you didn't go back to work for the rest of the year, how long could you live? How long could you support yourself? For most people in
PTO.
America,
But what about PTO? Bro?
no, you're not getting paid.
I'm
You're
paying
not
devil's
getting
advocate
paid.
in this one. What about PTO?
PTO, you get paid.
Exactly.
Paid time off.
But if I have a 6-figure job, I have PTO. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's security. We're saying if you didn't get a check from your job for the rest of the year, how long could you survive? For most people,
But then I wouldn't have a job. If I'm not getting a check from a job for the rest of the year, I wouldn't have a job.
that's why I'm clarifying. There's no middle class. So it's like middle class people making 6 figures. They're really just a couple checks away from being poor.
This is true.
There is no middle class.
So what about me? Like I got a nice corporate cushy job. I'm in the city. I'm taking the train, so I'm saving
What's
on
cushy,
gas.
though? What's cushy?
We in New York.
You taking vacations every single month?
We in New York. So
What's cushy?
I would specify that since we are in New York, cushy gotta be like 180. Cushy has to be like 180,000 a year.
What is that 180 doing for you? As far as your life? It don't matter what you making. If you stop right now without a check, how long can you live? You make $225 a year. If you stop right now without a check, how many months can you go? That determines where you at in your life.
I'd say like a month or 2.
And that's not good.
And if I'm living on the same, I'm living on the same type of
same lifestyle.
Expenses,
You got to keep up the same lifestyle.
Every groceries.
That means you check the check. You check the check. You check the check. And those are the same people laughing at the bums on the street. But they could easily switch places in 2 months. The pandemic hit, them same people was damn near close to sit next to the bums on the street.
I ain't gonna lie.
Same people.
That stimulus check ain't come out.
Them same people.
We'd have been right there. We would have been right
They
there.
was begging for them stimulus checks.
I'm not gonna lie, they was. But hold up. You gotta understand, unemployment helped us. Unemployment helped us.
Helped a lot of
I'm
people.
still
Helped
playing
the
devil
scammers
advocate
too.
here.
Helped the scammers too.
Look, we're not talking about the scammers. we talking about
It helped
we
the
talking about
scammers too.
them 9 to 5 workers. We talking about them
They
9 to
became
5.
the scammers.